Hello, welcome to Robin Bodhi Yoga. I'm Robin. For today's practice, we have a practice for feeling your feelings. I wrote this while definitely dealing with some things and thought I would share. So, I do suggest some pillows for today's practice, or you could use two blocks instead. And we are going to start off with our prop today. So when you're ready, come on down to the mat and I will join you in supportive fish pose. So as I said, we're starting in supportive fish pose today. You're going to use your pillows or you could use two blocks. If you're using blocks, you would align your first block to run up your spine between your shoulder blades, and the second block would be at the base of your skull. For your pillows, we are going to align our pillows so the head just barely hangs off the top edge of the pillows. So your neck is still supported. And we'll bring the arms down by the side. You may feel like you have a little bit of a stretch in your chest. And we're going to breathe deeply and focus on how the breath feels entering the body and as it leaves the body. From our supported fish pose, we're going to use our hands to help us lift back up off of our prop. And we can set the pillows or blocks off to the side. From here, we're going to bring our legs straight in front of us, sit up nice and tall, and forward fold over the legs for our caterpillar pose. And from here, we're going to sit back up and we're going to transition into deer pose. So we're going to cross the right foot across the mat in front of us. So the shin is parallel in front. And we're going to bring the left leg out to the left side. So it's like the thigh bone comes straight out to the left from the hip joint, bending that knee at about 90 degrees. And your hands can come behind you for support. And we'll sit up tall. And to release out of our deer pose, we're going to just bring that left leg back around in front. We are going to go straight to the other side. So we'll cross that left shin parallel in front of us, and we'll bring that right leg so the thigh is straight out from the hip bone. Again, the knees are bent at about 90 degrees. and your hands come behind for support. And from our deer pose, again, we're going to bring that right leg back in front, and we're going to sit with both feet in front of us, knees pointed up to the ceiling, and then we're going to let the knees fall to one side and then up and over to the other, just windshield wipering back and forth. And we'll come back to stillness. And then from here, we're going to lay down on the stomach, coming to our Sphinx pose. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders and you're pressing into your forearms to help lift the chest. Our Sphinx pose, we're going to push up to hands and knees. And then we're going to take our knees about as wide as the yoga mat, setting the hips back toward the heels, and then walk the hands forward for extended child's pose. And we'll gently lift back up. And then from our extended child's pose, we'll bring our knees back under our hips and then step our right foot forward, coming into a low lunge. And then once you feel stable, let's go ahead and lift the arms up, bringing them to a goal pose shape, and we'll hold here. And from our lunge, we're going to lower our hands back down. And then we're going to straighten the front leg, rocking the hips back, coming into a half split. So your heel stays down, your toes might come up, and we'll hold here. From our half split, we're going to bring our right hand to the left side and then turn everything to the left, setting up for our gate pose. So the right leg is extended with the sole of the foot down. We'll lift the torso up, bring the left hand up overhead, and side bend toward the extended right leg. And then we'll straighten the torso back up, lowering that left hand down. And we're going to pull that right leg in to come down to that knee. And we're going to do gate pose on the other side. So we'll extend the left leg to the left side, the sole of the foot on the mat. Bring that right hand up overhead and side bend toward the extended left leg. And then we'll straighten back up, lowering that right arm back down. And we're going to turn to the left again. Turn everything. So you're coming to your half split. Our half split, we're going to come back to a lunge. So you might need to adjust some, that's okay. So we'll shift the hips forward. And then when you feel stable, again, we're going to lift the arms to that goalpost shape. From our low lunge, we're going to come down to seated. So you can bring your arms down and then sit, bringing both legs in front of you with the knees pointed up to the ceiling. And then from here, we're going to let the knees fall open to each side. The soles of the feet come together. And we'll sit up nice and tall and then forward fold for our bound angle forward fold. Gently sit back up. And then from here, we're going to recline back on the back. Again, the knees pointed up toward the ceiling. From here, we're going to just let the both knees fall over to the right. You can bring your arms to a goalpost shape for our recline twist. And we're going to lift our legs back up to center and then let them fall over to the left for recline twist. And we'll lift the legs back up to center. And then we'll extend the right leg out long and the left leg out long. And bring the arms down by the side and relax into Shavasana. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. You can stretch overhead if you want to. And then when you're ready, gently roll to one side and push on up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you like this practice, and I'll see you next time.